Harley Quinn is an annoying character. Is what I said before I read the Injustice comics.
Something changing your mind.
Injustice Harley, in contrast to classic Harley, has no delusions over what the Joker is. In fact, in Year Zero, she literally says, "Red, I do have more lucid moments, and I know the path I'm stuck on. One day, I'm going to be next to Mr. J when things go wrong, and I'll be gone." As a result, what keeps Harley around is her sense of responsibility, or as Ivy describes, a deep feeling of pity towards a broken man who needs fixing, and losing this broken man would hurt far more than the bruises he regularly leaves. But then this broken man killed Lois and nuked Metropolis, so it's all over. However, the death of this relationship leads to the opening for new people, and that's where Ollie comes in. The man who hides her from Superman's wrath, not because he liked her, but because he wanted to save his friend. And it's from this motive. She gets it. I'm sorry I came back. It's just, you're the only person I can remember being nice to me in a long time. I feel like I should be doing a Harley Quinn voice. I'm sorry! Harley sees a bit of herself in him, and he sees a bit of himself in her. And it's from this relationship and connection she crosses the first threshold. Yes, this is a monomyth video. Although Ollie gets wasted, Sarge, so Harley commits to doing her part in the great Superman-Batman wars. From marching on the Hall of Justice to fighting side by side with Batman himself. Harley Quinn as a person requires people to understand herself. Without others, she's a creature with no reflections, and therefore lives without direction or purpose. As a result, the big transformation she undergoes is becoming a leader and giving direction to others. Joker's old lost gang seems like a bunch of old tossers. They in fact kidnap her at one point and doesn't even believe she's the real Harley Quinn when she's retired, but that's because they want Harley as their leader. Her change from thug to hero made her a powerful symbol, so they follow her. And Harley built something for herself. I took in all of Mr. J's orphan admirers, nurtured them, taught them to fight, to unite. They saved me in a lot of ways. And everything becomes all fine and dandy until Joker comes back from another universe. In the game, their encounter is kind of simple and predictable, where she's head over heel all over him, and then Lex intervenes. And then she realizes Joker doesn't really care about her, and yeah, it's fine, I guess.
I can't believe I fell for him again.
But in Ground Zero, she gets a real climax here. Harley follows Joker around, but deep down inside her consciousness, she doesn't believe or even want to be with him. I wasn't sure who I was more mad at, this imposter or myself for wanting to believe, for sticking that mine in front of Mr. J. Subsequently, Harley even tries to kill Joker at one point, but she couldn't do it. It's not until her own people try to wake her up, and in turn, she has to protect her from Joker herself, that she's able to stand up. She's able to commit to her transformation and beat her dragon. Joker turns half the gang against her and shanks poor Larry, but it's after Lex beats up Joker, Harley is finally able to say, "No more," and turns on him. Reuniting with the loyalists and mourn Larry, she entrusts them the super pill, and in return, they rename themselves as the Harley Horde. She has her own army now as a result, and they go out to stop the riots Joker caused. Harley could have just left, but she couldn't. She's got something that she's familiar with. A responsibility, but not with a broken man, but to a broken world. So as everyone else's armies tore the world apart, she spent her time saving people with the tech Lex left behind. They saved cities, they saved children, they save many lives. She even helps the good Superman, who smiles and is delighted by what this world is capable of. Thanks again, Harley, for giving me some hope for this world. For Harley to overcome Joker, she needs people. Her people. People who are then just killed by Deadshot in Injustice 2. What the f? During this whole time, I've not mentioned Harley's wife and daughter. And I'm not joking. She had Lucy with Joker, but hid her from him. And during her moment of non-craziness, she married Ivy in Vegas. It's so cute. Both of these relationships represent her failure, aspects of herself that Harley couldn't look after because the more time she spent with the Joker and denied what she really felt, the more out of touch she became with the person she wanted to be. Injustice 2, as a result, is largely the third act where she returns to the failed home she created for herself in the past. but this time as a different person. And also, she returns to a lot of things too. Raish tries to recruit Harley, but she refuses out of principle. She only gives him a chance because of Ivy. Together, they represent something the world of injustice is in desperate need of. The will to love in order to build something across divisions. They disagree on a lot of things, but one thing they will never argue or lie about is how much they love each other. Thus, after Harley helps save the kids and join Batman's side, Harley spends the night with Ivy, but at night, Ivy leaves. It's a beautiful flip of a moment from Year Zero, where it was Harley that left out of a misguided sense of loyalty to a madman. There's also another moment I really dig, where Harley joins the mission to rescue the Titans at the Fortress of Solitude, but she's not welcomed by the Kents, like everyone else. But when things got nasty, she does her part and saves Jonathan Kent. Anyways, world peace. Harley causes world bloody peace. I'm not even joking. When Alfred pushes Bruce to meet Raish for the sake of the children, Harley is the one who's sent to convince them, and it's because she's been on the other side for so long that Raish and gang believes her. And when everything falls apart, Harley and Ivy keeps everyone sitting, and they suggest creating a ceasefire. From being a culprit to the worst crime possible, to joining the good guys, to leading her own army, to creating world peace. Harley's story is about escaping, sharing, and healing. And then in the game, she's in charge of Brother Eye for some reason, fights Ivy for no reason, and is shanked by Diana. What? So that was the Injustice Harley Quinn video. I completely made this video purely because the Wakanda Forever video has a yellow thumbnail, and because of my red blue system, I needed a blue thumbnail video, and I was like, why not Harley Quinn? Anyways, special thanks to everyone on Patreon. If you want to support me and join a really cool community, then I'm on there. See you, kids.
The world has taken too much from you.
If I were Green Lantern, my costume would be green, now wouldn't it?
I'll get you to a doctor. Cal can protect you.
Superman? Oh, Blondie, you're funny.